Now in high definition from Western North Carolina's news leader. This is News 13 This Weekend.
Welcome into the Carolina Kitchen. Adam Hayes with the Red Stag Grill is back with us again, and this time you're going to take some of the fear out of some very healthy greens.
That's right. I think everyone tends to get freaked out a little bit about greens.
Yes.
We're kind of going into that green season, so we'll talk about a little bit. I brought this Swiss chard in, beautiful looking stuff. Picked it up, just washed it a little bit, but there's a lot of different greens. There's you hear a lot of times, you'll see them at the farmer's market. You'll see the bunched Asian greens, kind of the same concept. Those are quick braising green. This one is too. This is not something that you have to stew all day or anything like that, like a collard green. Like the collard greens I cook, they take about 3 or 4 hours to cook down, so they're nice and tender. These are already fairly tender. You can feel how soft these are. They just kind of tear right off. And that's really all you do. Like, you just want to, you know, this rib is good too. You can eat it, but when you're braising it, you just want to kind of pop it off so you have this piece. Tear it down a little bit if you want, so you have it in here, like I have these over here. Don't throw this away. You can save this. You can compost it, actually. But what I did is I just diced a little bit of it up. So to show you,
it's got good color then too.
It does have good color. This is a great side dish for the holidays. At the Red Stag Grill, we use it on our elk dish, so it's really popular. We bring this stuff in from Camp CeeLo Gardens, which is up near Black Mountain. They do a great job. They bring us in all these little Asian mustard greens.
And this has got to be nutritious too, right?
Oh, yeah,
these greens are good for you.
Great for you, especially if you do a quick braise like we're going to do today. Make sure all cranked up. So I'm going to put a little shallot in here. So I have my pot nice and hot. There you go. That's the sound you're looking for. So with your shallots, you want to also add some of the ends. It's kind of like celery, actually. If you taste it, it tastes nice and fresh. And then we're just going to basically cook these down. Just start caramel. Watch out, this will jump out at you. I'll burn you. There's a good chance of that.
Don't burn me.
You just ask the guys in my kitchen, they'll tell you. I'll burn you in a second.
I'll just back up a little bit, Adam.
So what we're going to do is I've got some of these. We've got the temperature right now about high to medium high. You want to make sure it's good and hot. If it's not good and hot, it won't do that quick braise and make that great sound that we're looking for. So I'm gonna take all these that I have right here, and remember the greens cook down to like nothing.
And you can get this at your grocery store too.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
So if you don't have time to run out to the farmer's market or a tailgate market, you can go to your local grocery store and
I find these everywhere. Every time you go in, and they seem to sit there for a little while because people are a little freaked out about them. But what we're gonna do is just throw them in there. See that sound we're looking for?
And you didn't hardly put any oil in there,
no,
so we don't have a broth base.
No. And what we're gonna do is, if you have, like I've got them in there now, you see how the temperature comes down real quick? So you want to keep stirring them around, let some of that water that you washed them in get in there. And then what you can do is, I've got this vegetable stock over here. I wouldn't say you have to buy the vegetable stock. You can do some water, but just because I have it laying around, that's the sound you're looking for. Throw that lid over it like that. Let's sit here and wait a minute. We'll look at the clock. We'll sit around, talk. We're going to put some other stuff in it too.
All right, well, while you're doing that, why don't I give them the recipe?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right. Fastest way to get it is to go to our website, WLOS.com, click on the Carolina Kitchen link, or, of course, you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 110 Technology Drive, Asheville, 28803. We are making a very quick braised Swiss chard. Wow.
Yeah, see
coming
that?
down real nice.
Yeah, throw a little butter in there. And then just finish it with a little bit of fresh butter. Soften it up. And then we'll take it, and then you'll see how far it cooked down, but just put a nice little pile of it. Look at that color.
That looks fantastic, super healthy. You saw how fast it was. We did all of that in that amount of time. Well, we did. He did all of that in that amount of time.
And that's it.
Looks fantastic, and that's what's cooking today in the Carolina Kitchen.
And here's a look